Now, let's say hypothetically that you wanted to go out to the market and you want to pay somebody to drive traffic to your lead form. Well, what can you afford to pay them on a cost per lead that you know that if all of these numbers stay constant and you want to work at 30% margins, that you can afford to pay them? Now, most people come to me and they have no idea. Now, at this point, the numbers are crazy. They're people are just like, math is not my thing. I can't do it. I get it. Totally get it. I love math. I think math's one of the most important things in this world. But I totally get it that people aren't loving the math and it's not their thing. They're more a writer or somebody that is into science. So totally get it. That's why the world goes round. So all they need to do with this tool is look in here. So what this is telling you is that you can go out to the market and tell people you can pay $1.55 to somebody to generate a lead for you. And then you need to watch the back end to see how does it convert. You need to watch, all right, what's the conversion rate? Well, on the lead form, it doesn't really matter because you're paying $1.55. So you're not going to pay anything until somebody goes to your form and then they fill out that form and they become a lead. Okay? So in this scenario, you got 32,258 leads from somebody, which means that at $1.55, that is when you start to pay out. Okay? Now, let's hypothetically say that on this traffic, we're not converting 10% on our sales page. We're converting 5%. Okay? Well, let's see what happens with that number. Okay? We just ended up generating $32,000 and $580, right? But our spend here would have been the $50,000, right? We just lost $17,000. How come? Right? Because this is important, guys. Not every click is created equal. That is very, very important. Every click, every media buy, every source on the internet has a value. And it's very different because what's happening is, if you look at it from real life, it's somebody that's sitting behind a computer or on their cell phone who's clicking. So if you think about it, it's all about the intent. Okay? Google, Bing, search marketing is where somebody comes in and they're searching for something. They're writing up, I'm looking for a book about entrepreneurship. If you're bidding on that, the person that just did that has a high intent. They're the one telling you what they want to see. And if you have an ad now that jumps out in front of them and they click, then the traffic quality is going to be higher. The value for that click will be higher. It should be higher. Versus if you're on the internet and you're scrolling around and you're just surfing the net and you land on a page and you see an ad on a website that catches your eye and you decide you're going to click on it. Well, prior to you getting to that website, you weren't thinking anything about that book for entrepreneurs. But you did an amazing job of creating a pattern interruption with your ad that got the person to click. Okay? Well, that's great. But that click, the intent from that person is different than the person that was going to Google and searching. Okay? So because of that, that is not as warm of a lead. The quality of that traffic is going to be lower. And it makes sense why, right? So you're going to expect the conversion rates that you're going to get a buyer to be lower as well. So it's very important to understand where you're getting your traffic from.